My name is Victoire Soumano. I'm a teacher and assistant at Anglais Calanso. And today we are going to talk about informal contractions. So what are informal contractions? Informal contractions are shortened forms of words and phrases in English. They are used mostly in spoken English and some informal writing, such as texts, emails, and social media. Here are the most popular types of informal contractions. First, we have from of to a. Second, we have from have to a. Third, we have from to a. Fourth, we have from you to ch. And lastly, we have others who do not follow a specific formula. From of to a. Kind of will be kinda, and you can say it in a sentence as I kinda did it wrong. Next we have sort of, which will be sorta. In a sentence you can say I sorta did it wrong. And lastly we have out of, which will be outa. In a sentence you can say I need to get out of here. From have to a. Would have will be woulda. An example will be I woulda eaten breakfast. Next we have should have, which will be shoulda. And in a sentence you can say I shoulda eaten breakfast. Next we have could have, which will be coulda. And in a sentence you can say I coulda eaten breakfast. And lastly we have might have, which will be might'a. In a sentence you can say I might have eaten breakfast. From to a. Got to will be gotta. In a sentence you can say I gotta go to the market. Want to will be wanna. In a sentence you can say I wanna go to the market. Going to will be gonna. In a sentence you can say I'm gonna go to the market. Needs to will be needa. In a sentence you can say I need to go to the market. From you to cha. Don't you equals don'tcha. An example is don't you have to study for your exams? Won't you equals won'tcha. An example is won't you study for your exams? Bet you equals betcha. An example is I betcha did not study for your exams. Got you equals gotcha. An example is I gotcha. You are equals ya. An example would be what you're doing. For the others that do not follow a specific formula, we have let me, which will be equal to let me. An example, let me give you a ride. Don't know, which will be equal to don't know. An example will be I don't know where I left my keys. Give me, which will be equal to gimme. An example is can you please give me some water? Haven't, which will be ain't. An example is I ain't finished class yet. Isn't. Isn't it will be in it. An example is isn't your car parked over there? And last we have tell them, which will be tell them. An example, tell them I'll be a bit late. Thank you for sticking up until the end of the video. I hope you learned something today and have a good one.